guys, let's talk a little bit about Operation Scarlet Spear. I'd like to focus a little bit more on some of the positive stuff in Scarlet Spear because there's already been a really harsh community backlash against Digital Extremes, which I think is a little bit unfair on a couple of the things that they've done. The first thing in particular are the rewards that we get for Operation Scarlet Spear. I mean, the rewards are awesome. There's way less grind to get these arcanes than there would normally be with Eidolon hunting. I mean, just do the math. I'm sure somebody can do the math. Think about how much time it normally takes for you to perform a tri-cap. And also think about how many tri-caps you can do on an average day. I mean, you're limited to being able to do it only during the night. You need enough time remaining during the night to get a tri-cap in. And then when you finish it, there is an RNG reward. You don't have any control over the reward that you get. It's just completely RNG. And some players are very lucky and they get, you know, a valuable reward like an Arcane Energize or an Arcane Grace. And other players, it takes them, you know, 100 tri-caps to get one of those rewards, or maybe even more. Some players will lose heart and they'll quit before they get the rewards that they want. And I think Digital Extremes is moving in a great direction by taking away the RNG component, giving you a fixed credit reward, and then a store where you can spend those credits to buy specifically what you want. So there's no more RNG, you know what you're going to get, and you can see yourself incrementally gaining credits towards buying exactly what you want. So you don't have to lose heart and give up because you're not getting what you want. If you just keep plugging away at it, if you do one Murex event every day or every couple of days, I'm sure that by the end of the month, you'll have enough credits to get at least one of the things that you want. And that's the thing, is it's not all or nothing. You don't have to buy everything, and you don't have to get it all in one day, and you don't have to get like a fully ranked arcane for the arcane to be good. Even a rank 3 arcane is good. So I don't know. I think people are just overreacting a little bit and saying that this is such an absurd amount of grind. It's really not, guys. This is a huge reduction in grind, and I think it's important that we congratulate Digital Extremes for the things that they do right and not only bash them for the things that they do wrong. And in my opinion, and hopefully in your opinion, this is a step in a good direction. This was a win. This was a thing that Digital Extremes did right. The credit system, the store with Little Duck, it's a lot better than the RNG-based rewards like we have with Eidolons. Not saying Eidolons are bad, Eidolons are awesome, but we don't want to have too much RNG in the game. Anyway, let's talk about the intro cinematic. The intro cinematic is awesome. The graphics and the art and the sound are amazing. Era's voice changed a little bit, and you can speculate on what the meaning is behind that. The facial expressions on the Lotus and on Ballas are very well done. We can see the fear and the excitement in Ballas's face. We can see the confusion and the anger in the Lotus's face. It's all done very well, so that's some top-notch animation right there. I'm looking forward to seeing more of the story. I think Digital Extremes is very aware of the fact that many of the players care about the lore and they care about the story, and that it's one of the prime drivers for us to continue logging in, and it's good to see that they're giving us more of what we want. I will say, however, that it seems like there's a little bit too much of these cinematics where player input doesn't really matter. It'd be nice to have some more quests where player input and the decisions and the actions of the player are important to what we see in the story, and that the story is sort of responding to what the players are doing instead of, you know, just sit back, watch this movie passively, don't really do anything in it, and then when it's done, just get back to business as usual and playing Scarlet Spear or whatever the most recent event is. So there's that. Let's get to some of the important stuff, though, the more contentious issues, and that's the changes to Limbo. When Scarlet Spear first came out, I was cheesing the shit out of it with Limbo, and that's because I'm lazy, and I want to do things as efficiently, and I want to take the path of least resistance. And that was Limbo. Limbo was doing that. Now, Limbo has always been a broken Warframe. They're talking about adding a broken Warframe to Warframe. There already is one. Limbo. He's broken. He's been an issue for the development team in terms of balance ever since he was added to the game, and they continually, even to this day, even though Limbo's been in the game for a long time, they continually have to go back and change things to deal with him. So, I don't know. I mean, take what you will from that. Whether or not they buffed him or nerfed him or whatever, whether or not they made any changes to him, I don't really care that much because I'm just going to keep taking the path of least resistance. I'm a meta player. That's just the way I roll. And even after they nerfed him, I'm still using him. Like, he's still good. He still freezes the sentience, and yeah, it's no problem. I bring Nova, Limbo, Frost, and Mesa on my Murex raids, and we're easily getting through the content really fast, as you'll be able to see from the background footage. I'm having no problem earning my Scarlet Spear credit rewards. Let's talk about the Scarlet Spear credit rewards. So they keep buffing the rewards, which again is really generous of them, and it's appreciated. Now, when you do 5 out of 5 Murex raids, you get 3,960 Scarlet Spear credits, and the benefit when you get 100 out of 100 Murex driven away caps out at 5,000 Scarlet Spear points earned during that event's time period. So for me, the incentive to do anything more than a 5 out of 5 Murex raid run is greatly diminished, because if I do one full run and I get 3,960 points, all of those will get doubled if that flotilla reaches 100 out of 100 Murex driven away. If I do 2 runs, only 21% of the second run is going to be contributed towards the bonus credits that I get at the end of it. So I, again, take the path of least resistance. I want to be as efficient as possible, and I don't want to waste 80% of my time. I mean, I know it's not completely wasted because I'm still getting paid Scarlet Spear credits for doing it, but I care more about getting as much bang for my buck as possible. So I'm only doing one 5 out of 5 raid on a flotilla, and then I'm done. And when you think about it, I'm still getting a fair bit of credits at the end. I think you might be able to run multiple flotillas, but I'm not really sure. I haven't really been spending that much time doing it. I just kind of do it here and there. But yeah, that's the way that I'm doing it. In regards to the bonus payout, I think that they could have done a bit of a better job on that. Instead of getting bonus only when you get 100 out of 100 Murex driven away, I think they should have did a sliding scale payout, where if you get 100 out of 100, you get 2 times your credits as bonus. And then anything less than that is going to be just a percentage of 2 times. So if you get 99 out of 100, you still get a bonus payout, but it's not 2 times. It's 99% of 2, which is 1.98. So you would get 1.98 times bonus payout, and it just keeps going down from there. So if you get like 75 out of 100, you get 1.5 bonus payout. If you get 50 out of 100, you get 1.0 bonus payout. You know what I mean? So it doesn't create this polarized black and white situation where, you know, if you almost get to 100 but you don't, then you feel this disappointment, you feel this frustration, and it's not fun, right? That's not a good emotion to be feeling. It's more fair, I think, to have a sliding scale payout system. But, you know, that's just hopefully something Digital Extremes can take into account when they do more events like this in the future. And will they do more events like this in the future? We don't know. I mean, they obviously push the envelope with new technology. You can see that they're being innovative and they're trying new things. Like, they're not just doing the same stuff over and over again. It's not like, here's another Warframe, here's you know, another tile set rework. And while I do appreciate that, I really appreciate the tile set reworks, you can tell that they're trying to do new things, and they're pushing the boundaries of their skills and their limits. It's kind of like what I do with my video editing. Once in a while, I'll try doing a completely different video style that I've never done before, and that's fun for me. I like doing things different. Imagine a painter trying something different. Instead of painting on a flat canvas, they paint on a curved canvas, or, you know, painting outside the lines or whatever. Like, that's more fun as a creator, to do things outside the box. And so I totally relate to what Digital Extremes is doing with pushing the envelope, and, you know, I got to applaud them and give them credit. They're doing good as they continue pioneering into new territory and trying out new things. So that's cool. That being said, they still have old content that needs to be touched upon. The status effects are still unbalanced. Viral is still overpowered. Heat is still overpowered compared with Corrosive specifically. The status chances on shotguns still seem a little out of whack. I think that they could do a better job there. And Pets 2.0 has not been talked about by Digital Extremes for a while now. And none of this stuff has really been talked about by Digital Extremes for a while now, after the most recent update to, I think it was Impact, They changed Impact, and then they changed something else. I would really like for Digital Extremes to at least acknowledge those of us in the community that are bringing these issues up. Like, at least say, hey, yeah, we're still, you know, aware of Pets 2.0. We're still going to work on it. But, you know, this, I mean, obviously they can't tell us everything that they do, but it does seem like they're taking away their manpower that was working on these things and putting them to work somewhere else. And when they release that new content, I can see and go, oh, okay, like when Scarlet Spear came out and I saw the cinematic, I went, oh, okay, like this is really cool, this is awesome. I can see why they were pushing this out, because this is amazing, this is cool, and I like it. But, you know, we still care about them polishing and updating and fixing old content. So if DE is watching this, please go back and fix some of this stuff. Please don't take everyone away from that. We still care quite a lot, especially us that have been with the game for a long time, for years. We still want to see, you know, the polishing and the fixing and the uprooting and resolving of old problems in Warframe. But yeah, that's it. I'm sure there's other things I'm going to think about that I want to say on Scarlet Spear at the end of this. But, you know, guys, stay positive. Try not to focus too much on that bad stuff. DE are human beings. We're all human beings. We all make mistakes. But we also all need to receive positive reinforcement on the things that we do right. Scarlet Spear is really cool. And, you know, they're being very generous. So let's keep that in mind. And let's remember that, you know, we need to congratulate them on their wins and their successes, on the really cool stuff that they're doing. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a good one. And yeah, talk to you later.